enjoy this Shabbat night with we as Shield of Wisdom as we go through these scriptures and bring forth the understanding of more of how we got to get in order with the Most High, period. I mean, that's what it's all about, getting in order with the Most High, being in order with the Most High. In the name of the Lord and Savior. So I've been dealing with Baal. I want to continue to deal with that because it's very important that we see. As always, I'm going to start with Colossians 3:17. And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all by Shama Mashiach Yahushai. Give me thanks to the Most High and the Father by Shama Mashiach Yahushai. So let's go to Jeremiah 12. The Spirit brought this to me through the Spirit of the Most High. Verse 14, I want to show you something. It says, "Thus said the Most High, against all mine evil neighbors." So Jeremiah have evil neighbors. Like we have evil neighbors, right? And most I have evil neighbors. You got those that hate him, point blank. That touched the inheritance, which I have caused my people Israel to inherit, it says. That's the land that the Most High gave us. Behold, I will pluck them out of their land. We broke the laws of the Most High and pluck out the house of Judah from among them. See? So you're going to pluck out the house of Judah from among them, the ones that took our land. And it shall come to pass, after that I have plucked them out, I will return and have passion on them. We went into captivity, scattered among all these nations. He said he's going to return and have compassion on us. That we got to look at. Who said this? Verse 14, "Thus said the Most High." That's why it's so important was to lock into him. He's our help. He's our everything. Point blank. "And it shall come to pass, after that I have plucked them out, I will return and have compassion on them." That them is the 12 tribes of Israel, the remnant. "And will bring them again, every man to his heritage." Every man to his heritage of the Israelites. "And every man to his land." What the Most High say he's going to do. That's why, look. Isaiah. Isaiah 60 and 21. He said, "Thy people also shall be all righteous." And righteousness, we know, is keeping of the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. They shall inherit the land. And Most High said, "You're going to plant us in that land, right? You're going to put us back in that land." So they shall inherit the land. How long? Forever. "The branch of my planting." Not no man's planting. The branch of the Most High's planting. He going to put us in that land. Just like he just said. "The work of my hands." That my is the Most High. "That I may be glorified." You hear that? That he may be glorified. Not man, but the Most High going to be glorified. In this world, man won't glory. Most High going to get the glory. Tell you that. He only hope. Or tell me, show me somewhere I can go, I can look at that's more important than him. If thou can. Going back to Jeremiah 12. He said, verse 15 said, "And it shall come to pass after that I have plucked them out, I will return." He scattered us among all these nations because we broke the Most High's commandments. The same commandments and laws you say we not under. You preachers. Leading the sheep astray. Scattering the sheep of the Most High's pasture. "And it shall come to pass," he said in the future, "after that I have plucked them out, I will return and have compassion on them, and will bring them again, every man to his heritage, and every man to his land." That we just read. What the Most High going to do? He going to put us in our land. Nobody can stop what the Most High say he's going to do. He's not a man who should lie. And it shall come to pass if they will diligently learn the ways of my people. Like, we're supposed to be learning the ways of the Most High's people right now. The 12 tribes of Israel. What we bringing out? To swear by my name. Y'all don't know the Most High's name. Most of y'all just say G-O-D. That's all y'all know is G-O-D. Something that the Europeans made. Dog spelled backwards. In 6th century AD, man. Germanic word, man. Look it up. Before that, wasn't nobody saying G-O-D. We just nothing but a bunch of robots and robotees, man. I mean, it is what it is. And it shall come to pass if they will diligently learn the ways of my people, to swear by my name, the Most High liveth. As they taught my people to swear by what? B-A-A-L. If B-A-A-L means L-O-R-D, then how is it that you think in your wildest dreams or imagination, whatever you want to, however you want to look at it, if B-A-A-L means L-O-R-D and M-A-S-T-E-R, and we're saying it, why are you saying it? Because Most High said, as they taught my people to swear by B-A-A-L. And that's L-O-R-D that they have all throughout the Bible. We didn't say that. You hear what he said? What's the difference between Thomas and Thaahwam? That's if both identities of those names identify me or you. They have a Hebrew name, whatever your Hebrew name is, whatever your government name is, whatever. It's the same. You're the same person. So what's the difference between B-A-A-L, M-A-S-T-E-R, L-O-R-D? All these different names go back to B-A-A-L. That's what you say. They made the Most High's people, the 12 tribes of Israel, swear by B-A-A-L. That's all you hear. Take it or leave it. That's what you're doing. When you call on L-O-R-D, that's how serious this is. Unless you don't care. Then shall they be built in the midst of my people. See that? But you got to learn the ways, diligently learn the ways that we bring forth this truth. Everybody. But if they will not obey what? Verse 16. And it shall come to pass if they will diligently learn the ways of my people, that swear by my name, the Most High liveth. You don't want to obey? You ain't going to stop swearing by B-A-A-L or L-O-R-D, M-A-S-T-E-R, or whatever words they have come up with that represent B-A-A-L, to have us doing it as robots and robotees. That's all y'all. You hear it, you see what they're doing. They have done. They publish the Bibles, they put it in the Bible, and we saying it. Following where they tell us to follow. But if they will not obey, you don't want to obey, I will utterly pluck up and destroy that nation, said the Most High. He didn't say people, he said nation. Straight up. This is a nationality thing. He said he's going to destroy that nation. Who said it? Said the Most High. You can take a lot of it if you want to. This is serious as serious could be, man. They got you calling on this Canaanite sun god. You know. That's why he said, Jeremiah 12:10, he said, excuse me, I don't want to say my pastor. That's definitely wrong. Salakia. It say, excuse me, it say, many pastors have destroyed my vineyard. You hear that? It said, many pastors have destroyed the Most High's vineyard. They have trodden my portion underfoot. They have made my pleasant portion a desolate wilderness, man. They have made it desolate, and being desolate, it mourneth under me. The whole land is made desolate, because no man layeth it to heart. Like y'all don't lay this to your mind. That's why he said this before we got to verse 14. I'm telling you, y'all don't lay it to heart. Y'all don't lay it to mind. It don't even mean nothing to some of y'all, man. It's amazing, man. And y'all think y'all spiritual. You're not spiritual. Y'all better understand what I'm saying through the Spirit of the Most High. And keep working toward how we can do our best to not offend the Most High. Your only hope. What hope you have beside him better than the Most High? What hope do you have that's better than the Most High? Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter, the 8th verse. The priest said not, where is the Most High? See, they got L-O-R-D there, see? Which is B-A-A-L. The priest said not, where is the Most High? And it's really important because they publish these Bibles and they put these words in here. It's a lot of writing that had to be put in for these Bibles. And they put it in there, look. And they that handle the law knew me not. They that handle this Bible don't know the Most High. Then, now, and hopefully I won't say forever, because hoping you repent and really come to learn what it is that we bringing out according to what this Bible is talking about and how to get closer to the Most High and pushing people away from him. And they that handle the law knew me not. You hear that? They didn't know him and still don't know him. The pastors also transgressed against me, meaning you broke the commandments of the Most High. You broke the laws of the Most High. And the prophets prophesied by B-A-A-L or L-O-R-D. Think about it. That's all you hear. He know you ain't going to say B-A-A-L, the one that published the Bibles. So a white man that published the Bibles, he know you ain't going to say that. But you will say L-O-R-D. He got you programmed. Bunch of robots and robotees. You going to say that. But you don't know that that's what it means. Look at what it said. And the prophets prophesied by B-A-A-L and walked after things that do not profit. Come on. How are we going to get out of here? We continue to offend the Most High when he told us in Hosea 5:15, I'm going to go to my place until we acknowledge our offense and seek his face, because he turned his face away from us. In our affliction, we're going to seek him early, he said. You see that? So we got to look at how we offended him. That's when I went into, go into that lesson I did in Hosea 5:15, man. So many times we offend him. And to this day, man, that's why he said, look. And the prophets prophesied by B-A-A-L and walked after things that do not profit. That's why I call these religions, man, Christian sanity, man, because the fact of they walking after things that do not profit. They got you mesmerized, man. You are GODs, you are powers. That's why powers, the Most High allowed things to happen with the just and the unjust. But his real, unadulterated truth, when that book is closed, that you apply in your life, man, you got to look at this prophet. It's got a prophet. That's why Joshua told us when we went into the wilderness. What did he tell us? Joshua 1:8. Everything ain't prosperity, man. Y'all look at, they got a lot over here. That don't mean nothing. Not to the Most High. Look what it said. Joshua 1:8. This book of the law, this Bible, this book of the laws that the Most High wrote with his finger to, shall not depart out of thy mouth. Hear that? But thou shalt meditate therein day and night. Why? That thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. Did it say it? He said you got to do these laws. Everything that's written in the laws. For then, when you meditate day and night and observe to do the laws, the moral laws, the civil laws, the dietary laws, and ceremonial laws that we can follow right now. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, you see? And then, when you meditating and doing these laws of the Most High, moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, and then thou shalt have good success. See that? That's why he's letting you know, man. You're walking after things that do not profit. Going back to Jeremiah 2, 2nd chapter. Verse 9 says, wherefore I will plead, I will yet plead with you, said the Most High. He have his men, pleading with you. Wherefore I will yet plead with you, said the Most High. And with your children's children will I plead. Here we are pleading with you. That's why when you look at Psalms, I don't like to say things that can't prove it. It's very important. You got to prove all things. With us, prove it, they still don't believe it. Look, Psalms 17 and 14. It says, from men. You could say women. You could have said men and women, but he said, from men, which are thy hand, O Most High. From men of the world, which have their portion in this life, and those in whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. What are they filled with? They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes, you see? But the main thing I want to see here, from men which are thy hand, O Most High. You see? And what do men do? We bring forth, he say, pleading with you, right? That's why he said in Proverbs, the first chapter, he's pleading with us, man. He's pleading with you. He said in Proverbs, the first chapter, 24th verse, it said, behold, I have called, and you refuse. He said, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded. But ye have set at naught nothing all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. See what he said? He said, he stretched forth his hand. I just proved to you that the hand of the Most High are men. What did it say? Psalm 17:40, from men which are thy hand, O Most High. From men of the world of Israel, the Israelites. He said he stretched forth his hand. He bringeth forth his word through men like myself that's pleading with our brothers and sisters to change, to not be dealing with Baal, Lord. Because I have called and you refused. A lot of you refused. Y'all gonna come up with an excuse not to stop saying it. I have stretched out my hand, which are the men, and no man regarded. You ain't paying no attention. But this is what he said. But ye have said it not, all my counsel, and with none of my reproof. He said, I also will laugh at your calamity. That's just a judgment. You can play around with the Most High you want to. He said, he's going to laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. You better open up your eyes, man. See what time we in. When your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, like a tornado, like a hurricane, he's destroying you. What did he say? When distress and anguish come upon you, then they shall call upon me. Oh, then you're going to stop wanting to say Lord and Baal, which is Baal, Lord. I'm just hoping, pray that the Most High, have mercy continually, because everybody not going to hear. And some people not going to change. But he said, hey, then so they call upon me. You calling on Lord, you calling on Baal. Remember it said, they made us swear by Baal. They made us swear by Lord. But if you can't see that, then hey, maybe the Most High, will take a little time for you to understand. Hopefully you don't fall into this bag that's what we're looking at right here. Then so they call upon me, but I will not answer. Because you heard. And you want to change. That's what Masha said, coming telling Nicodemus, hey man, you got to be born again. That's what we're talking about, change. Where you at in the Roman Empire? We went over darkness and light before we even started this. So you know what I'm talking about, class. Then they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge. Knowledge is gathering this information. So information has been given through the Spirit of the Most High, and you hate it. Because they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Most High. You ain't scared of the Most High. You ain't afraid of the Most High. They were none of my counsel. They despise all my repute. Come on. That's why he's talking to you. Isaiah, Jeremiah, you name them. They all talking to us, man. Through the power of the Most High. That's why he said, Jeremiah 2:9, what did he say? Wherefore I will plead, I will yet plead with you, said the Most High. And with your children's children will I plead. We the children right now being plead. You know, it's coming at you. Verse 13. For my people have committed two evils. Two evils. They have forsaken me by swearing on Baal, Lord. You don't know, you don't know. That's what Moses said in Acts 17:30. But you hearing this, a lot of you've heard this, and you still want to come up with a way to not change. He said, in the times of this ignorance, time you didn't know, Moses winked at. He winked at it. But now, commanded all men everywhere to repent. Repent. Ask for forgiveness. You know, you got to cry unto the Most High with humility. Most High is a consuming fire. He said, I'm going to melt you. But you can take it lightly as you want to. The time of this ignorance, the Most High winked at. But now, this day, at this time, commanded all men everywhere to repent. Ask for forgiveness and change. That's all we're talking about, changing. Because he have appointed a day. It's going to be a day, y'all, in which he will judge the world in righteousness, according to the laws, the commandments of the Most High, by that man whom he have ordained, a Mashiach Yahushua, that's not coming back as a man, coming back in this angelic power of the Most High. Well, he have given assurance unto all men, in that he have raised them from the dead, walked the earth for 40 days, and ascended to the right hand side of the Most High. Now let's look at Jeremiah 2, verse 13. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living water, and hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns, that can hold no water. You know? They got pots that hold no water. Still calling on what we were made to say in captivity when we had chains and shackles on our butts, Lord and Master. We just said massa, which means oppressor. We could have said Master, and I'm spelling it because the Most High said in Exodus 23, I must keep bringing this out so that it might be someone that don't know why I'm spelling it and not saying it. And I ask the Most High for forgiveness if even spelling it is wrong. But hopefully you understand what I'm spelling. Exodus 23 and 13. And in all things that I have said unto you, Exodus 23:13, this is why I'm spelling it. Be circumspect, be cautious, and make no mention of the name of other gods. Neither let it be heard out of thy mouth, you see? So that's why I'm just spelling it. We got to look at this, man. Because we have taken what it is that's here in the Bible and for face value, look at it as if it haven't been tampered with, and it has been. Let me see. I got the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures. So somebody is getting paid for this Bible. It's the Jehovah's Witness Bible. So they're getting paid for this Bible. Everyone that's sold. somebody getting some money. Money, money, money. They making money, man. Come on. Okay, let's look at Matthew 18 and 11. I'm just going to show you something. Matthew 18 and 11. What does it say in the King James Bible? I'm just showing you that they're taking words out, whole phrases out of the Bible. So you think they won't put something in there if they bold enough to take them out? It says, Matthew 18 and 11, the King James Bible, 16:11 Bible. For the Son of Man, or Mashiach Yahushua, is come to save that which was lost, right? Because he said in Matthew 15:24, what did he say? But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. That's us, the 12 tribes of Israel. So it tells you that the Son of Man has come to save that which was lost, which, the 12 tribes of Israel. So when you look at it here, in this, the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures, in Matthew 18:11, there's a line drawn. There's a line drawn through it. A line is drawn through. It's not even there. It's taken out. And they'll come with an excuse of why it's not there. But you see what it said. The Son of Man has come to save that which was lost, right? There it is right there. You see, it's a line going through it. You see? It's a line going straight through it. Nothing's there. They took it out, right? So they take scriptures out. What do you think? They won't make sure that they put things in there that's necessary. If they took out the fact that the Son of Man has come to save that which was lost, and the Mashiach said in Matthew 15:24, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel. Then what you think? They took out. Hey. And look here. We're going to go to one more. I don't want to spend too much time on this, but I want to just show you something because this is something that need to be known, because I'm showing you how they're taking things out. So you think they can put things in? That's why I know they don't want this to go out. But it's going out one way or another. The Most High's word does not go out void. So let's look at, I think it's judgment. Go to Mark. Go to Mark, the 9th chapter. Y'all bear with me, because I'm just picking this Bible up. I didn't, go over anything of this nature. This is the spur of the moment. Mark, the 9th chapter, through the Spirit of the Most High. Look at, this is Mark, the 9th chapter. Let's read verse 43 and 44. It says, and if thy hand offend thee, cut it off. It is better for thee to enter into life maimed than having two hands to go into hell or damnation, into the fire that never shall be quenched, right? Look what it said. This judgment, where their worm dieth not, and the fire is not quenched, right? He said, and if thy foot offend thee, first you said your hand offend you, cut it off. If your foot offend thee, that's whatever you touch with your hands. If it offend you, you should stop doing it. Cut it off. Stop doing it. And if thy foot offend thee, cut it off. Wherever you walk into, whatever you go into, say stop doing it. It is better for thee to enter halt in the life, that's everlasting life, than having 2 feet to be cast into hell, cast into this damnation, into the fire that never shall be quenched, right? Verse 46 says what? Where their worm dieth not, and the fire is not quenched. I mean, the worm's going to be eating you up continually, and the fire's never going out. Right? Okay. It's sad, man. So when you look at here, in the New World Translation, in the NIV Bible, you look at all of them. Pick them up and look at them. You see here? Verse, let me mark it for you so you can see it. Right here. You see there's a what? A line going through it. You see it? And right here, verse 46, it's a line going through it where it says, where their worm never dieth not and their fires never quenched. You see here? Let me see if I can get it for you. You see right there? You see it right there? 44 and 46, not there. Taken out. So if they take words out, whole verses out, what you think? They ain't add anything into it? Come on. And what did the Most High say concerning them? Revelation 22, before he closed the Bible up, he said that. Revelation 22, 18 and 19, he said, for I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book. If any man shall add unto these words, unto these things, Salakia, the Most High shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. Listen. So you add anything to the Bible, you're going to get the plagues that's written in this book. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, the Most High shall take away his part out of the book of life and out of the holy city and from the things which are written in this book. So if you know that Revelation 20 and 15 says what? And whoso was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. So you know that you're not promised any promise of mercy from the Most High, because when I look up in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary, I look up Edom. It says Edom. It says Edomites. It's Edom, the nation and its people who were the descendants of Esau. Right? It says Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments. See notably Isaiah 34, 5 and 6, Isaiah 63 and 1. She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promise of mercy from the Most High. See that? So if you're not given any promise of mercy from the Most High, it don't take a rocket science to figure this out. Mercy is not getting something you do deserve. So they're going to get what they deserve. But you're not getting mercy, you're going to get what you deserve. That's what the Most High is saying. That's what they know. The elite know this. It's not something that's being made up, you know? So what you think? I showed you they took them out. They took scriptures out. You think they put things in? Come on. They did. That's why you said, he said, they made the Most High's people, we the children of Israel, swear by B-A-A-L. Swear by, to this day, L-O-R-D. B-A-L means L-O-R-D. Straight up. Look up any Bible dictionary, you're going to see B-A-L means L-O-R-D. And they put it in the Bible. In these last days, you know, counsel of the Most High is coming out. Smash all that, man. Let's go back to Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter. We don't publish no Bibles. And if we do, they're not popular. As the King James 6:11 Bible is. Jeremiah, the 2nd chapter. Verse 28. 23. How canst thou say, I am not polluted? I have not gone after B-A-L. I am. I ain't going after the L-O-R-D. See thy way in the valley? Know what thou hast done? Thou art a swift dromedary, transversing her ways, man. That's how the Most High look at us, man. Sad case, man. That's B-A-L's or L-O-R-D's plural. A lot of them. Different ones, man, that we following. Choose one. They still L-O-R-D's, regardless. You know, that's what they're called. In many different ways, man. It's just, we just don't get it. We don't get it. Jeremiah 7 and 9. And we are sinned against the Most High. We gotta really take this to heart. Let's look at Jeremiah 7 and 4. It's the old school here. Trust ye not in lying words, saying, the temple of the Most High, Catholic Church, Baptist Church, Jehovah's Witness, Temple of the Most High, Temple of the Most High, Church of God in Christ, Church of Christ, Lutheran, African Methodist, the Temple of the Most High, and all the other demons and nations. You know, you got demon denominations, or you just move the letters on, you got demon and nations. The Temple of the Most High are these. Verse 8, what do you say? Behold, ye trust in lying words that cannot profit. Trust in lying words that cannot profit. That's why he said, look, that's why it's going to come down, Israel, Israelites, and those that want to know the truth. That's what he said, man. I mean, Jeremiah 16:19, what did he say? O Most High, my strength and my fortress, in my refuge in the day of affliction. Remember, he said, in your affliction, you're going to seek me early. He said, in the day of affliction, the Gentiles, and most of y'all are Gentiles, even though you're Israelites, you're going to call yourself Gentiles. You still call yourself Gentiles. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth. And where we at now? In the ends of the earth. Point blank. What they going to say? And shall say, surely our fathers have inherited what? Lies. Hear that? Our fathers have inherited lies. Vanity. And you other Gentile nations outside of the 12 tribes, you're going to say this too. And you Israelites that are in a Gentile mind state and think you Gentiles and not the Israelites, you're going to say this. So what you're going to say? They're going to come to thee from the ends of the earth and shall say what? Surely our fathers have inherited lies. Christian sanity. Lies, vanity. Things that's worthless, have no merit. Like you say, no profit. And things wherein there is no profit. Here he's saying it again. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 11 and 12. 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter, verse 11 and 12. It's pretty bad when you think about, you know, what it really takes to change. And for this cause, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 11, and for this cause, because he's telling you, we're going to look at, jump up from there. Let's start at verse 7, because it tells you, for the mystery of something that's a secret of iniquity, wickedness, and evil, and sins does already work. It's already working. Only he who now letteth will let it work in your life until he be taken out of the way, moved out of the way, done away with. It say, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Most High shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. And the Mashiach shall consume with the spirit of his mouth and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him, who is the him? Whose coming is after the working of Satan. Remember, Satan showed Mashiach after he was fasting for 40 days, 40 nights, he showed him all the kingdoms of the world. He said, all could be thine if you do what? Bow down and worship me. That's why their coming is the working of Satan. With all power, that spiritual power from the left-hand side, from Satan, and signs and lying wonders. Hear that? And lying wonders. Not telling the truth, but lying wonders. Come on. Turn on the TV now, you look at YouTube, it'd be lies, man. Just lies, 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 lies. Look at something, wow, they're saying this, okay, you look at it, it ain't got nothing to do with what the title says. And they lied. Come on, man. Y'all lied, said y'all the Most High. Y'all, come on. Just happen to be right and my hands distant. Y'all say y'all the Most High. Here it is. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. Lying wonders. Who is it? Who's up in the sky with a towel around his genital? Huh? Talk to me. Lying wonders. Come on. Y'all worked that one real great. So a lot of people really think that y'all the Most High. They think y'all the Mashiach, Yahushua, and all that. Lying wonders. Hold up. Lost my spot. Look, 2 Thessalonians 2:9. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and lying, signs and lying wonders. Hear that? It's giving signs and lying wonders. It says, and with all deceivableness. That means they lying. Deceivableness is all kind of lies. And unrighteousness. Meaning not keeping the commandments of the Most High, which y'all say we're not under the law, we're under the commandments. It's y'all. And with all deceivableness and unrighteousness. We got to define righteousness. Y'all know how you define righteousness, class. Y'all should know that by heart. Y'all should be able to say that backwards. We done did it. Every class we defined it. But it's very important because some people, they never heard it. They don't know what righteousness is. You ask them what's righteousness, they're going to come up with their own identity of definition. And put righteousness in the definition. Listen. And it shall be our righteousness. Deuteronomy 6, chapter, the 25th verse defines righteousness. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do, not just talk about them, not just read about them, if we observe to do all these commandments before the Most High, our power as he hath commanded us. Straight up. Now going back to 2 Thessalonians 2:10, and with all deceivableness, because it tell you, in Revelation 18:23. What do you say? Last sentence, what do you say? For by thy sorceries, by thy witchcrafts, were all nations deceived. You hear that? So think how you want to think. You got some kind of lock on your mind or not change from offending the Most High. That's why he said in your affliction, you're going to seek him early. He just said what he said. In many places I can go to show what he said he's going to do. Just by himself. Period. So it tells you. 2 Thessalonians 2:10. And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness, of not keeping the Most High's commandments, not keeping the Most High's laws, and them that perish, you're going to perish. You're going to put you to death. That's what he said. Because why? They receive not the love of the truth. They're going to die. You're going to put them to death because they receive not the love of the truth. Right? What's the truth? Class? Y'all know that, right? See, that's what I tell y'all. Knowing the definition of these words, when you read it in the New Testament, will make so much sense. Psalm 119, 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness. The laws and commandments of the Most High is an everlasting righteousness, right? Everlasting laws, statutes, commandments that's going to be on this earth. And thy law is the truth. So the laws that the Most High wrote with his finger is the truth. Here it says, 2 Thessalonians 2:10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness and them that perish. You don't want to keep the laws and commandments of the Most High, you teaching that, you're going to die. Most High going to kill you. That's what it say. Perish means he's going to kill you. Because why? Because they receive not the love of the law, statute, commandments of the Most High, the truth, that they might be saved. Come on. And they're talking about you ain't got to do no works. You ain't got to keep no laws of the Most High and keep the commandments of the Most High. You got to have faith in the Mashiach Yahushua or Jesus Christ, as you say. You hear what he said? And with all deceivableness, they lie. They lie. They deceitful. That's the devil means, deceitful and evil person. Devils is deceitful, evil people. Come through everybody. Don't matter. If you ain't telling the truth, you the devil. Straight up. And with all deceitfulness of unrighteousness and them that perish, they going to die. He going to kill them. Why? Because they received not the love of the truth. Received is past tense. You got the chance now. There's going to come a time when you're going to meet that judgment seat. One way or another. All of us. You don't want to receive the love of the Most High's commandments, his work that he done. You're going to say that it is dull and void. That they might be saved. And we Israelites got to be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us. That's being saved. That's salvation. But understand verse 11. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion. That's why I say Christian sanity, it might be our home family members that they caught up in this. But you got to know these words so you know, hey, you can't get bent out of shape because you can go to hell with them if you want to. But you can't take me to hell. I ain't go to hell any way you want to. Don't try to take me with you. Just because you don't want to understand, don't want to learn. Everybody's supposed to be learning just what you're hearing. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. Hear that? He's giving people strong delusions that they should believe a lie. Like we just read. In Jeremiah 16:19. And for this cause, the Most High shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, who believe not the laws of the Most High, the commandments of the Most High, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. Come on. Make it mean something different. Since y'all say in about works and about keeping the commandments of the Most High, break that down, if thou can. You better understand, man, this is serious. We've been doing this from the beginning of time. They trying to, I mean, they split their working with Satan. You see they're working with Satan. Do this, this is what we done. And they know this. That's why I gave y'all Ezekiel. I got to bring it over and over again so you understand these nations know. We don't know. We don't know this Bible. They know this. Most High told us this. He said what? Ezekiel 39:23. He said, and the heathen, to Ezekiel 39:23, and the heathen, these other nations outside the 12 tribes, you shall know. That's what they know. That the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity. So you think they're going to show you the right way? You think they're going to show you righteousness? When they ain't promised no mercy from the Most High, and they know it. I'm talking about the elite. I ain't talking about nobody that's ignorant, dealing with Christian sanity like you. I'm talking about the elite know this. That's why we go into what they have written and how they have said, how they believe, and what they do know. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity. Well, wickedness. So you think they're going to show us righteousness? I mean, we get out of captivity. Think about it. We get out of captivity. We come out of this iniquity, these sins, and doing the wrong things because they trespassed against me. Therefore, hid I my face from them, from we the children of Israel. That's why I say he hid his face. Like remember I told you Hosea 5:15. He said, I'm going to go to my place until we acknowledge our offense and seek his face. Because he turned his face away from us for breaking his laws, statutes, and commandments. He said, in our affliction, we're going to seek him early. Come on. Y'all waiting on Jacob's trouble, huh? You ready for it? And you ain't even promoting the Most High? You ain't even put him in your spirit to be talk about him? You better be ready, I know that. Because it's coming. He only hope. Because they trespassed against me, therefore hid I my face from them and gave them into the hand of their enemies. Not our friends, gave us into the hand of our enemies. So fell they all by the sword. See? According to their uncleanness and according to their transgression have I done unto them and hid my face from them. That's why we want his face to come back to us. And how are we going to get his face back to us? Deuteronomy 28:1-2. One way. What do you say? And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken, listen diligently unto the voice of the Most High, thy power, our power, your power, yours a personal possessive pronoun showing ownership, to observe and to do, again, he don't say just read them, he say do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Most High, thy power, your power, will set thee on high, how high? Above all nations of the earth. And that's the kingdom right there. That's what he's going to do. He's going to set us above all nations of the earth. That's why we got to stop doing the things that offend him. This is an easy thing to do. It's just a matter of you just want to continue to do whatever you do and be justified in doing what you do. and not realize you offended the Most High. I'll tell you, Hebrews 10:31 said, what? It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Let's go to Judges, man. We was wicked in Judges, man. It's like, Judges 6th chapter, let's start at verse 25. Okay. And it came to pass the same night that the Most High said unto him, take thy father's young bullock, even the second bullock of 7 years old. It's Gideon. And throw down the altar of Baal. See that? Say, throw it down, tear it down, that thy father hath, and cut down the grove that is by it. They cut it down. They took this, and knowing that we're not going to actually call on Baal, but we calling on Lord. They made that up. They put that in there for that definition. For, right there, I mean, this is what they're doing. And build an altar unto the Most High thy power upon the top of this rock, and in the ordered place, and take the second bullock, and offer a burnt sacrifice with the wood of the grove, which thou shalt cut down. Grove was mostly trees, man. Then Gideon took 10 men of his servants, and did as the Most High had said unto him. And so it was, because he feared his father's household and the men of the city, that he could not do it by day, that he did it by night. He was afraid of these men, wicked men. He had to do this at night when everybody's asleep. And when the men of the city arose early in the morning, behold, the altar of Baal was cast down. He done tore it down. And the grove was cut down that was by it. And the second bullock was offered upon the altar that was built. And they said one to another, who have done this thing? Wicked Israelites. Like y'all probably say the same thing about what I'm bringing out. Talk about stop saying Lord, which is Baal. Who have done this thing? Who do you think you are? Tell us we got to stop saying, calling on Baal. Who have done this thing? And when they inquired and asked, they said, Gideon, the son of Joash, have done this thing. Then the men of the city said unto Joash, bring out thy son. Bring your son out here, that he may die, that we may kill him. But what? Tearing down this wicked worship of Baal. Tearing down this wicked worship of Lord. That they created, instead of saying Baal, Lord in this day and time. Bring out thy son, that he may die, we may kill him, because he have cast down the altar of Baal, and because he have cut down the grove that was by it. And Joash said unto all that stood against him, will you plead for Baal? Will you plead for Lord? Are you today? Will you save him? He that will plead for him, let him be put to death while it is yet morning. If he be a God, if he be a power, let him plead for himself, because one hath cast down his altar. Let him plead for himself, he said, because one has cast down his altar. Gideon. Therefore, on that day, he called him Jerubbaal, saying, let Baal plead against him, because he hath thrown down his altar. You see? Straight up. Tore it down. Got rid of it. Like you got to get rid of it today. Don't think. Just like they took away, they added to it. Because they know there's no mercy to them. No mercy coming to them. So you think what they going to do? They can do anything. I just showed you. They say they're the Most High. Come on. They say they're the Most High, right? In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. They say they're the Most High. They say they're the Most High. Come on. They're Mashiach Yahushua in the Bibles. Come on. What y'all think? What they won't do? That's what they've done. This is an ancient Bible. I gotta be careful with it because it's really old. Look, they painted themselves to be Mashiach Yahushua. See? And the movies, you got movies coming out. It's gonna be the same thing. You know, painted themselves to be him. Here it is. I mean, what can I say? Except for a picture worth 1,000 words, right? Can't deny it. You can't deny it. You can't deny it. See, we don't. That's why they keep you out of the Old Testament so that you don't know these stories. You don't know what happened. You have a clue about what we did and how wicked we were and doing the things that we done and coming in righteousness like Gideon just did. 2 Kings 11th chapter. Man, you gotta understand. We're gonna look at this. 2 Kings 11th chapter. Matter of fact, let's go to 1 Kings. Before we go there, let's go to King Solomon. 1 Kings 11th chapter. Before we go to 2 Kings 11th chapter, look at this. But King Solomon loved many strange women, together with the daughter of Pharaoh, women of the Moabites, Africans, Chinese, Ammonites, Japanese, Edomites, so-called Caucasians, Zidonians, Moabites, and Hittites, Moabicans. And the nations concerning which the Most High said unto the children of Israel, we the 12 tribes of Israel, ye shall not go into them. You hear that? That's what the Most High said. Ye shall not go in to them, neither shall they come in unto you. Why? For surely they will turn away your heart, which is your mind, the way you think, after their gods. Solomon clave unto these in love. He loved these strange nations, women. And he had 700 wives, princesses, and 300 concubines, 1,000. And his wives turned away his heart. These wicked women of these other nations. They doing what they do. For it came to pass when Solomon was old, these are examples here, that his wives turned away his heart after other gods, other idols. Remember, Psalm 96:5 says, for all the gods of the nations are idols. So Solomon, in his old age, allowed these women to turn his heart, his mind away from the Most High and dealing with these other gods of these nations. And his heart was not perfect with the Most High, his power, as was the heart or the mind of David, his father. Listen, for Solomon went after, these are all entities that we're supposed to be dealing with. That's here right now, and people are dealing with them and don't even realize it. For Solomon went after Ashtoreth, the goddess of the Zidonians, and after Milcom, the abomination of the Ammonites. That's the Africans, that's the Japanese, Ammonites. And Solomon did evil in the sight of the Most High and went not fully after the Most High, as did David his father. Then did Solomon build an high place for Chemosh, man. All these, remember, Baalim, all these fit into that. These different idols, which is plural. Baal is plural. I am different ways that it's spelled, that means plural. Going all into this, still coming back to Lord, wrapped up in one entity of wickedness and evil. The abomination, listen, then did Solomon build a high place for Chemosh, the abomination of Moab, Chinese. 50 wicked acts of sins of the Chinese in the hill that is before Jerusalem. And for Molech, the abomination of the children of Ammon, the children of the Japanese. And likewise did he for all his strange wives, these other nations, that he had married outside of the 12 tribes of Israel, which burnt incense and sacrificed unto their gods, their idols. And the Most High was angry with Solomon because his heart was turned from the Most High power of Israel, which had appeared unto him twice, 2 times. He came to Solomon and said, hey man, stop doing this. Like you hearing this, you might have heard this more than 1 time. You're still going to say, come on, excuse to continue to do what you're doing. And that commanded him concerning this thing, that he should not go after other gods. But he kept not that which the Most High commanded. See, that's what he did. And the Most High split the kingdom in half. He split the kingdom in half. From the northern tribes and the southern tribes. Because we were all together with King Solomon. It's the last time we were together as the 12 tribes of Israel. After this, the kingdom was split. You had 9 tribes, 9.5 tribes. For the northern tribes, you had the 3 tribes for the southern tribes. So you see, he went off. The Most High judged us for that. Now let's go to 2 Kings 11. These are examples not to do, not to get caught up in. Because let me get to law so you know. Deuteronomy 7 and 3. Deuteronomy 7 and 3. It said, neither shalt thou make marriages with them, thy daughter, thou shalt not give unto his son. That's any of these other nations. Most High is not with integration. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them, that daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. Every nation have their own, every man has his own woman of his nation that you can go with, go into. For they will turn away thy son from following me, just like what I was with Solomon. We just read this. That they may serve other gods. That's what he did, right? That's what he done. So the anger of the Most High be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. But thus shall ye deal with them. But thus shall ye deal with them. Ye shall destroy their altars, as you see Gideon did, and break down their images, and cut down their groves, and burn their graven images with fire. Why? For thou art an holy people unto the Most High, our power, your power. The Most High, thy power, hath chosen thee to be a special people. How special? Unto himself. Above all people that are upon the face of the earth. That's what he's saying. 2 Kings 11. And 18. And all the people of the land went into the house of Baal. You hear that? All the people of the land went into the house of Baal and break it down. Why? Because verse 17, and Jehoiada made a covenant, a contract agreement between the Most High and the king and the people, that they should be the Most High's people. And to be the Most High's people that we just read, you got to hearken to the word of the Most High. You got to do the laws, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Between the king also and the people. And all the people of the land went into the house of Baal and break it down. Broke it down. His altars and his images break they in pieces thoroughly, and slew Mattan, the priest of Baal, before the altars. Killed his butt before the altars. And the priest appointed the officers over the house of the Most High. And he took the rulers over hundreds, and the captains, and the guard, and all the people of the land, And they brought down the king from the house of the Most High and came by the way of the gate of the guard to the king's house. And he sat on the throne of the kings. And all the people of the land rejoiced. And the city was in quiet. So he got rid of Baal, Lord. And all the people of the land rejoiced. And the city was in quiet. And they slew Athaliah with the sword beside the king's house. 7 years old was Jehoash when he began to reign. You hear this? 7 years old was Jehoash when he began to reign. 7 years old. What kind of mindset did he have? Think about it. That's deep. That's real deep. 2 Kings 23. 2 Kings to 23rd chapter. So you can't read this and then look at wow, that's Baal is Lord. Hold up. Oh man. Okay, I'm going to conclude right here. I'm going to say, Krum Most High, and Krum Mashiach Yahushai, and Krum Yasharallah. And like and share the video, and hit the bell so whenever I bring out any videos, you can be able to be notified. And with that, I'm out. Shalom.